A couple of homeowners in Santan Valley say a handyman has taken them for a ride. It's because they paid him in advance and then he never came back.
So these folks contacted 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper to see if he might be able to get their money back.
This handyman combed through a neighborhood looking for some work. In the meantime, he dug himself a hole he can't get out of. Now he owes people money.
I had these new countertops installed, which are very nice, you know.
George Stone is updating his Santan Valley house and started in the kitchen, and now he's moving on to his bathroom.
Yeah, as you can see, the floor in it is cracking.
He's talking about his shower enclosure, which is around 20 years old and in bad shape. George has been wanting to replace it, so when he came across this flyer advertising all kinds of handyman work, he called the number and set up an appointment with a guy named Abe Shepard.
So you took him into the bathroom and you showed him what you wanted done.
I did,
And
yeah.
what did he say? Did he say, I could do this?
Oh, yeah. He says, yeah, that'll be no problem.
But after handing over a $500 check, George says Abe Shepard has given excuse after excuse for not showing up. Cheryl Bars lives in the same neighborhood and says she's not surprised. She and her husband saw the same flyer and paid Abe Shepard $700 to install flooring. But for all that money, Cheryl says all she gets are excuses for not showing up.
He told us right out, he said, I'm not gonna take your money and run.
That's what he said.
Oh, yes. So.
What did he do?
Well, he kind of ran with our money.
Cheryl says she eventually had to hire another installer to get the job done. So 3 on Your Side got involved, and we discovered Abe Shepard has a rocky history. In fact, he spent 4 years in prison for fraudulent schemes and theft related to ripping off people and was released in 2016.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's good at what he does. He can scam people really well.
3 on Your Side forwarded all the information that we gathered, including copies of checks and invoices, to the Pinell County Sheriff's Office and asked the agency to investigate. They did, and after they made contact with Abe Shepard, the convicted felon returned $500 back to George and then promised 3 on Your Side to return $700 back to Cheryl. Cheryl says he better, because that's money she and her husband really need.
Are you in the business of just handing out $700 willy-nilly?
No. Not with both of us retired. It's kind of we saved a long time to be able to get enough money to put a flooring down. So.
By the way, Abe Shepard says he's been in and out of the hospital, which he says explains why he did not show up for those 2 projects. He does say he will return the money and make a final payment to those homeowners. I'll let you know if he actually does in a follow-up report. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on Your Side.